This is the age of the multidimensional self.
Hello there, it's Kelly here from Divine Alchemy Healing, and today's video is just a little video on how we actually work at Divine Alchemy Healing with pendulums. So some of you all know we've got 2 books out, which are books with charts and protocols in. But I wanted to give you a sort of just a simple explanation of how and why we work in this way. So, for example, if someone came to me and said maybe they were feeling stressed and it had blocked their creative flow, I'd first of all spend some time finding out a little bit more detail as to what had been going on externally. Was there something in their environment that had stressed them, or was it just a general build-up of stress that was causing these issues? Once I know that, I'm going to look at my charts, and the most well-used chart probably in the Divine Alchemy Healing handbook, that's not what it's called, but I'm going to call it handbook for today, workbook, is the energies to release chart. So I pretty much will always use this chart, whatever work I'm doing with a client or on myself, because I know if there's a block to something happening, then there's something that we need to look at underneath. So I'm going to go to the energies to release chart. I'm also probably going to use a trigger energy chart. I might use an external conditioning energy chart, and I'm going to find a few energies to release as my first thing to do. Once I've done that, I'm going to spend some time taking my client into a more relaxed state, because we know, for instance, that when people are in stress states, it's much harder for them to be in a frame of mind to follow along with the release work that we're going to do. And I'll probably do that by just taking them into a relaxed state by getting them to focus on their breathing, allow their body to become more comfortable, and maybe I'll use some visualizations. For instance, I might get them to imagine they're standing by the water's edge on a beautiful beach, and the sun is shining and it's just warming their skin. Simple stuff. And the other thing, I'm going to get them to become aware of their breathing, making their out breath longer than their in breath, so that their body knows that it's safe for them to relax. Then I'm going to start using the charts in terms of I'm going to release the energies by making a statement. And for myself personally, I always use Archangel Metatron as an overseeing to this work, but I'll also invite in their higher self and my higher self, or if they believe in guides, I'll also invite in their own personal guides. And then I'll make a statement using what I call clean language. So instead of saying something like, please can you, first of all, I'll say, thank you, Metatron, for connecting with and directly working with whatever the name of the person is. Now, thank you for assisting in the release of these energies, and then whatever energies I found on the charts to release. And then I'm going to use a visualization for the person. So Metatron always likes to use the anti-clockwise vortex of light, and I'll describe that vortex of light coming all the way down so that it reaches right beneath their feet, right above their head, right out, encompassing their whole energy field. And we're going to maybe get the client to choose the color of the vortex of light. Sometimes I will guide them with that as well. And they're going to sit in that vortex and allow these energies to be magnetized out of their energy field, so that we can then replace them with some more beneficial energies. So while that's happening, I'm going to keep reminding the client to relax, to breathe, and just let go, holding the intention that they want to let go of these energies. Then I'm going to find some positive energies to put back into the energy field so that they can walk out the door feeling lighter and happier and more confident that the work we've done has improved their state. So, I'll use my positive energies chart. We've got about 3 of them within the 2 books. I might ask Metatron for guidance which chart to use as well, but often I just sort of can tell. And then I'm going to use another visualization of a clockwise vortex of light. And I'm also going to repeat that, Metatron and his divine teams of light are holding the energy for this person as we now increase these energies, because everybody's got all of these energies within them. Sometimes they just get a bit overshadowed by some of the more limiting energies. So we use that as a visualization, and then I'll slowly bring them back, grounding them, making sure that they feel nice and stable in these new energies. And that's just a very simple way of how I work with the charts. Now, if you'd like to learn how we work, we are offering 2 courses that are coming up in September. Course 1 is for working on yourself, and I'll tell you some of the stuff that it includes. So I've got some notes here because there's quite a lot in it, and this is just the sort of points of what we're going through. So we talk about being in the correct state to work, the difference between pendulum commands and statements, how to write statements, how to carry out simple daily work on yourself. We go through visualization techniques and how to explain to people, or even for yourself, the difference between a visualization and a vision. We talk about why releasing childhood trauma is important to everybody, how to release trauma that didn't come from childhood, something like maybe you had a car accident and it's, had an impact on how you feel about driving, or even, it might be driving in specific places like motorways, for instance. How to release a fear in your future. Maybe you've got a job interview, or you've got to go to the dentist and you've been dreading it. How to work with a group, working with family and friends, and your pets, working distantly, how to make your own charts, and also experimenting with different types of energy. For example, you might want to bring in the energy of a certain crystal, or a plant medicine, or a tree. So there's also time for us to run through all of these exercises and get lots of practice. Now, along with the course, you get this beautiful manual, which has been beautifully designed by Frog, and has everything in it, including space for notes. And then at the end of the course, you'll get a beautiful certificate, again designed by Frog. If you've got any questions, you can contact us at info@Divine Alchemy Healing, or you can look on our website www.divinealchemyhealing, which has got a page that's dedicated to our courses and events. Just look under there and you'll see the September dates, because I can't remember them off the top of my head. Okay, I hope that's been of interest to you, and as I said, if you'd like to know more, reach out to us. And once again, thank you for watching, thank you for liking our video, we really appreciate it. And if you'd like to subscribe, it's a really wonderful help to our YouTube channel. All right, take care, bye bye.